32 laps ahead of the drivers here, and it's lights out, and away we go. Perkins has jumped the start there, and it's a brilliant start from Dan, who take the lead before the first corner, which we can see what's going on, but Dan through the middle of the front, of the two on the front row. Liam Wilder and Shackles going side by side through the first corner. The Red Bull seeming to just squeeze himself ahead of the Ferrari. They're still going to be side by side though. Mr. Beers is going to get involved as well, but Shackles does have the inside line. Surely make the move done, but no, Liam Wilder goes straight around the outside. Shackles isn't going to give it up that easily though, and he does get himself back through as the Red Bull went a little bit wide. Mr. Beers has moved up into third place while that was all going on. Lele's also got ahead of the Red Bull due to all that battling. Liam's going to not let it go that easily, but he is forced to give out the place. Go very wide and spinning is Pyro from P6. He had a spin, and that's dropped him right down to the back of the field. Lele and Miss Business going side by side as the McLaren teams have made a mistake there and losing a lot of time. Mr. Business is disconnected as well, as Lele sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:17.3. Here he goes to the inside, and he moves ahead of Shackles quite comfortably before they get anywhere near the end of the straight. But these two might start working together with the DRS to gain on Dan. Here goes Shackles. He gets the DRS here on Lele. Is he going to use it and go past? And are they just going to use that to be constantly swapping positions? Here he goes. He is going to. Shackles moves to the inside, moves back up into second place. Lele knows what he's doing and lets him through. Yeah, and now with DRS, Shackles is going to slightly nullify the straight line speed advantage that Dan has. But it's not going to be too much. Oh, they made contact! Lenny and Liam Wilder made contact. They tried. It was a late move, a late defensive move from the Alpine. And that just sent the Red Bull spinning. He just wasn't expecting the defense from Lele. He tried to avoid it, and that just sent his car completely out of control. He's gone tumbling down the order into P10. From fighting for third to dropping down to P10, that is not what the Red Bull would have wanted. Or Dan's having a little slide. Here goes Shackles. Is he going to go for it around the outside? No, he's not. He doesn't have the opportunity. He's closing. Is he going to go for it here? Dan's saving some battery, and he's just allowed Shackles through on the inside. He's going to get the DRS back into turn 1, and that's probably going to allow him to retake that race lead. But he was saving the battery, and he's lost out. Here goes Dan. He's going to just breeze back past. And maybe it was tactical to just let Shackles through there on that part of the track. There's a yellow flag again. EJ's gone off yet again in the McLaren. He's really not liking those mediums, is he? Shackles this time. Is he close enough? He's gaining quite a lot on Dan, who isn't deploying that much battery. Shackles moves to the inside, and for the first time into turn 1, he does move himself ahead of the Williams. And Shackles has now got one lap to try and break the DRS, and I think he will. I think simply Shackles is going to break it by that point. There's an Alpine off through this section of the racetrack. That's Happy Man. He's gone a lap down in the Alpine. Yeah, Dan's going to be safe for one lap from the attacks of Lele, but probably not for long, as he's going to gain on Shackles, but he's not going to gain. He's probably still going to be further back than he was last lap. As here he goes, he's gaining, but yeah, he's still about 3/10 back. And he's losing time already. It's already half a second. I think this is a lap where the DRS gets broken. As El Plan goes sliding out of control. Kept it on the road. Kept it in a straight line. Dan, he's made a mistake. He's gone off the track. He was leading for the first 10 or so laps. And now he made a mistake. And now he's dropped down to P7. Was it just a slide? Oh, he's gone off again. Something's gone very, very wrong for the Williams here. And whatever it is, I'm not sure it's going to be a simple fix. But what that does mean is that Shackles has completely pulled away. Lele has no DRS to pull him along. And he's got Unitos right behind on the harder compound. So they will have much less tyre wear so far. And here goes the Dutchman. He's gaining. And I think he's just going to get him. I think simply put, he's just going to breeze past. And yes, he does. The Dutchman in the XLR car has breezed past Lele into second place. But the question is, can he gain that second to Shakos to get within his DRS window. As there's a yellow flag, someone's gone off again through that middle sector. Oh, there's a McLaren facing the wrong way. That's Mr. Business. I think that's who's gone off. He's a lap down now and into the pit lane. As also into the pit lane is Lele from third place. Probably was a wise move as he was dropping out of position. Mr. Business has retired. Dan also coming into the pit lane off the medium compound. We'll see, can he make the undercut work? Having lost out a lot of time. So you can see on the minimap where Lele is, and Shaka's going to be comfortably ahead of the Alpine. It's a long way, and it's not even that close. As into the pits he goes. Shakos does retake the race lead. Here comes Unitos out of the track. Dan's out of the race at the final corner. What's happened there? Is he gone into the wall? I think he made contact with Power GT. Power GT's off as well. What's gone on there with the... What has gone on there with the Williams driver? Oh, Shakos has got a second time penalty. And now it's a lot less certain. And now everything is a lot more up in the air. Shakos has got a 6-second time penalty now. Unitos is still 5.5 seconds back. But this is the point where it starts to become a risk. Because he now has more time penalties than everyone around him. Yeah, Junusi gets himself ahead of Imola. And into the race lead. Pyro also going past the Red Bull. But then he squeezes his way back through. Lele's just gone past both of them on the inside. You don't often see a move there, let alone a double move. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really, really close. And through the chicane, look how much time Unitos has just gained there. Shakos just seems to be struggling so much. 18-0 from Shakos. His tyres, yeah, it's 6/10. Unitos is gonna get him at this rate. The gap's only 3/10 now. He needs to be so much faster than he is. He's losing so much time. Unitos is gonna win on track limits penalties. And here they go, on to the final lap of the race. 3.2 seconds is the gap. There's a 3-second track limits offset. I think that's Happy Man who's had to spin through the first sector, or through the middle sector, which indeed it is. Unitos, all he needs to do to win here is to gain 0.2 of a second across a lap, where he's been gaining about 4 to 8 tenths depending on the lap. He's been gaining so much in these last few stages, now that Shakos got that second time penalty. But can he do it now, on the one lap, where it matters? It would certainly feel like it at the moment. He's gained significantly. It's 3.1 seconds. It's so close at the moment. It's only a 10th more he needs to find in the rest of the lap. Shakos will see the gap. He'll know what he needs to do. 3 seconds, 3.1 seconds. It's fluctuating so much between corners. 3.2 is the gap at the moment as they go through the chicane, where Unitos has been so rapid so far in this last stint, and he's proven it again. 3 seconds. It's under 3 seconds. It's just about under 3 seconds. It's going to be so close as they go around the final couple of corners. I think Shakos is not going to quite have enough. 3 seconds again. It's a bit under 3 seconds. It's all down to the exit. Unitos has not got the exit he needs, and they come up to the line. Shakos just about half a 10th of a second. It all came down to that run through the final corner, and he didn't have enough when it mattered, did Unitos. And the reigning champion has won the first race of the new season. So Shakos wins by 42 thousandths of a second from Unitos. Giannuzzi on his return, finishing on the podium. Then we've got Liam Boada, Pyro, Lele, L Plan, Pow GT, Elian, Rocky and Hart. Then Hart, Perkins, Dan. Not finishing as Perkins, Dan, Mr. Business, Dom and EJ.